All right. Welcome, everybody, to the FUTLIFE TV podcast, where we will be covering all your results, your latest matches, and all your news, everything you want to know about football. And we'll just be talking, giving my opinion. We'll also have guests here, and we'll do fun live shows, especially during big matches, like big Champions League matches, big league matches, cool things like that. We also had giveaways, drawings, and exciting stuff, fun games outdoors for, prizes like cash and all types of stuff. So don't miss out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at FUTLIFE TV, on Facebook at FUTLIFE TV, and on Twitter at FUTLIFE TV1. Anyways, what we're going to be doing is covering some matches, some exciting Champions League matches that just happened on Tuesday and Wednesday. Great games, a lot of goals, exactly what you want to see in your football match. So I was really excited to see all those games. A lot of goals, exactly what I wanted to see. So let's get right into the results. On Tuesday, we had Sevilla versus Maribor, and Sevilla just dominated the game. Sevilla won 3-0. I think it was an easy game. They dominated the match. They won 3-0, obviously. So I think they're a strong team. I think people count Sevilla out, but I don't think they should. They have won the Europa League 3 years in a row. They're a great team. They're a tough team. And La Liga, they're a tough team as well. So they're an exciting team. Next game, Spartak Moscow and Liverpool. I honestly thought Liverpool would win this game. I thought Liverpool would have more energy. They would finish better, but obviously that wasn't the case. With Liverpool, I really think it's like an awkward feeling almost there. It's like there's awkwardness there. I think they need to get their thing together and start becoming a team again. And hopefully they can fix the problems that they have. All right, they tied 1-1. Next game, Manchester City and Shakhtar. Man City is a strong team. They're looking good. I think they're looking good not only in the Champions League, but in the Premier League as well. That's an exciting team. You want to see teams like that. You want to see those players like Aguero. Their attacking force is incredible. They're able to score really good. Gabriel Jesus. They're great players for that team. And I think they're very exciting to watch. And they won the game pretty easily, I believe, and I think they could have had more goals. But 2-0, still 3 points, and they move on to the next game. And all right, Napoli and Feyenoord. Napoli won 3-1. I didn't think it was a hard time for them. I think they played well and they won the game. Got 3 points. That's what's important. It's early stages, so those 3 points are crucial. Home and away goals don't matter, just the points. So get as much points as you can. And let's see, Besiktas and Leipzig. Besiktas won the game 2-0, but close match. Leipzig could have done it. They just couldn't put away anything. They had a lot of chances. Close match, but just couldn't finish. One team got 2 finishes, the other team simply couldn't. So, Monaco and Porto. I was surprised. I thought Monaco would probably win the game, or it'll be a closer match than that. I didn't think Porto would dominate 3-0. So that was a good game. That was an exciting match. 3 goals for Porto, and they were away. They were at Monaco, so you got to give credit to them. Next match, Apoel Nicosia and Tottenham. Tottenham overall had an easy time. I think Apoel could have had chances to get some goals and do something. Probably in the beginning, they hit the post. They had chances to put away some goals, but they couldn't, unfortunately, and Tottenham did. So 3 points for them, 3-0. And Dortmund and Madrid. Exciting match. Madrid did what Madrid does. Exciting team, great players. They score goals. That's what they do. They play well. But controversial no call, if you want to say, at the beginning of the match where Ramos clearly had a handball on the goal, which, if it's called, it's penalty and a definite red card. And losing your best center back and potentially running behind 1-0 could be a pretty big problem. Pretty big problem in that against a team like Dortmund, who have a lot of exciting good players. So, yeah, they were very fortunate, I believe, to come away with that. So, but they played well. Overall, they dominated like Madrid does. Madrid's a great team. They have a lot of great players. They have Ronaldo, who's outstanding goal scorer. He's just a great player. So, all right. And Wednesday's games, Basel and Benfica. Basel dominated. I thought it would be closer. I honestly thought it would be closer. But Basel just blew them away. I really think they could have had more goals. I think they could have had more goals and should have had more goals. But 5-0 is enough. And CSKA Moscow versus Man United. Man U's looking good. They're looking good in the Premier League. They're looking good in the Champions League. They're just looking good. They're a strong team. They have a great attack. They have a lot of players up top that can do very well. Like Rashford, Lukaku, Martial, Zlatan's coming back next month. So they're gonna have a great. I think they're gonna do very well this season, which they already are so far. So we'll see if they can keep it going. Which they beat Moscow 4-1. Dominated the match. I think they could have had more goals, but who couldn't? Everyone can have more goals. It's what you put away that counts. Celtic got redemption, beating Anderlecht 3-0. So good for them. They had a dominating performance. They played very well, and they came back very well from that PSG upset. So you got to give credit to Celtic. Speaking of PSG and Bayern, PSG is looking very strong, very dangerous. That attack is incredible. They're young, they're fast, they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of ambition. They want to win. You can tell they want to win. They were versing a Bayern that was probably at 60% maybe. So, and it's still early stages, which I don't hold any results against any teams at this early stages, just because of the fact that, I don't know, I think they're still warming up back in the Champions League. And it just happens that way. But exciting matches, nevertheless. PSG, 3-0 against Bayern. They dominated. They had a great performance. Neymar assisted and scored. Cavani had a great goal. It was a great match, great fun match. And Roma and Qarabağ. Roma won 2-1. It was an exciting match. It was a fun match. And I thought Roma would win more, would have more goals, but 2-1 is enough to secure 3 points. That's the important part. You want to get the 3 points in these early stages. It doesn't matter home and away goals or anything like that. And that's what they got, their 3 points. And another team like that is Chelsea. Chelsea and Atletico. Exciting match. This is the type of matches you want to see in football. You want to see them get down to that last second, battling it out, trying to win those 3 points. It was very exciting. All the way up to the last second, literally the last second. Chelsea won. They got the second goal, and the ref ended the game right after the goal. Didn't even make it back to half field after celebration. So that's the type of matches I love to see. I love to see exciting matches like that. 2 teams battling it out all the way to the end, the last second, not giving up everything they have. Great match, and good result for Chelsea and Chelsea fans. And Juventus and Olympiacos. Juventus won 2-0. Probably should have had more goals. Juventus is a strong team. They're a pretty good team. I mean, they're last year, the year before that, they've been pretty convincing in the Champions League. Not only in the Serie A, but in the Champions League as well. So you got to give them credit for that. They're a great team, and they got the 3 points today. last but not least, Barcelona and Sporting. I personally was pretty disappointed with that match. Not taking any credit away from Sporting. Sporting played an incredible game. They gave it everything they had. They played very well. They even had chances to score some goals, and they did very well. I'm very disappointed with Barcelona's performance. They should play a lot better. They just weren't there. They weren't clicking. Suarez was missing easy chances. And one of the chances he missed was very easy, and it was offsides, yes, but for a world-class striker like Suarez, you always want to see those put away. So I think Barcelona could do much better. I just didn't think they had it in them today. But like I said, I don't count anything against any teams this early. I think any team still can come back and do well. This is just, I feel like the teams are just going back in there, getting the warm up again, getting the engine back started for the Champions League. So you got to keep that into consideration. And that's it for the Champions League Round 2 results. Let's get into some league games that are coming up this week. Let's see. Oh, before we do that, let's not forget about Europa League that's coming up. There's going to be some exciting matches as well in the Europa League. Arsenal is in it, AC Milan is in it, Villarreal. These are great teams. You know, you have teams like Everton, Lyon, Atalanta. So there should be great matches coming up. And don't miss the Europa Leagues. I honestly think if it's not Arsenal or AC Milan winning it, I think both of those teams should be very disappointed if they're not at least in the finals, because they're probably, given the history and everything else, they're probably the biggest two teams in the Europa League. I mean, you would think they're favorites to win, which they are, and they should be. They're great clubs, and I would be very surprised if AC Milan or Arsenal doesn't come up with the win in the Europa League. So exciting matches again in the Europa League coming up. But then again, let's not forget, some of the teams that are going to be knocked out of the Champions League are going to drop in there, and you never know who's going to get knocked out. So more competition coming into that Europa League. Let's not forget about that. All right, let's get into some league games. Friday, in the Bundesliga, we have Schalke and Bayern Leverkusen. Should be a great game. Both top teams in that league, so exciting game to watch. And the League One, we have Monaco and Montpellier. That also should be a very good game. Monaco, I think they need to. I think they're going to be trying to come back from this embarrassing 3-0 loss, and it's going to be at home too. So they're definitely going to be wanting to get some goals and get that win. So we'll see how they do. And let's get in some La Liga. It's going to be Celta Vigo and Girona. Girona is an exciting team. They just came from the second division, and it's always fun to see those teams come from the second division and fight like that. It's fun to see that. So I enjoy that. That should be an exciting match. Celta Vigo is a great team, and I think it'll be a good game. And let's see. That'll do it for Friday. Saturday, we have some exciting matches. In the Premier League, we have Huddersfield Town versus Tottenham Hotspurs, Bournemouth and Leicester City, Manchester United, Crystal Palace, Stoke City and Southampton, West Bromwich, Watford, West Ham and Swansea, and Chelsea and Man City, which I'm very excited to see. The two games I'm really excited to see, which I really want to see, is Manchester United and Crystal Palace, and Chelsea and Man City, because I think both of those games are going to be great games. All four teams are going to be fighting, and that's what you want to see, especially when three of those teams are some of the favorites to win the Premier League. So exciting matches in the Premier League coming Saturday. Don't miss those. And League One, we have PSG and Bordeaux, Amiens Lille, Dijon Strasbourg, Guingamp and Toulouse, Nantes and Metz, Rennes and Caen. Those should be fun games as well. You don't want to miss those in the League One. And in Serie A, Udinese Sampdoria, Genoa Bologna. Those will be the games on Saturday for Serie A. And La Liga, Deportiva and Getafe, Sevilla and Malaga. That should be a good game. Levante and Alaves, and Lagunas and Atletico Madrid. Exciting matches Saturday. And a lot more exciting matches Sunday. I can't wait for this weekend. This weekend should be exciting, full of exciting matches in all the leagues. I mean, you're gonna love this weekend's games. Who's not gonna love these games? Unless you're not a football fan, of course. But sure, if you're tuning in, you definitely are. All right, Sunday in the Premier League, we have Arsenal and Hove Albion, Everton and Burnley, Newcastle and Liverpool. Should be exciting matches. Should be good matches. I'm excited to see that. In the Premier League, I think it's one of the leagues that they fight. Literally, they fight to the last whistle, and I love to see that. Like in the Premier League, if you watch the last 5 minutes of the Premier League, it's like one of the most exciting matches you'll see in everything. So it's just great. It's just a great league. I love watching the Premier League, especially the last 5 minutes. It's so exciting. So you don't want to miss that. In League One, we have Troyes Saint Etienne, Angers Lyon, Nice Marseille. Italy Serie A, we'll have Napoli versus Cagliari, Benevento versus Inter, Chievo Verona versus Fiorentina, Lazio Sassuolo, Spal versus Crotone, Torino and Hellas Verona, AC Milan and Roma. Very exciting match to see. I think those two teams are really trying to battle it, as Inter as well. Really trying to battle back for that top spot. They want to get that recognition that they deserve. And it's fun to see those two teams fighting against each other because they really want to take over Juve's spot as number one in Italy. So it'll be a great match to watch. And Juve and Atlanta. So exciting matches to watch on Sunday. You don't want to miss those. Clear your schedule. And La Liga, Real Sociedad and Real Betis, Barcelona and Las Palmas, Valencia Athletic Club, Villarreal Eibar, Real Madrid and Espanyol. Also exciting matches to watch, so you don't want to miss those. These are all great matches in all those leagues. There's exciting matches. There's going to be tons of goals, so don't miss out. It's going to be great football going on this weekend. You don't want to miss it. And we'll keep you updated with all the results and all the latest news and everything. So, let's get into some news. Let's get into some news about PSG trying to buy Sanchez. Who isn't PSG trying to buy? I'm pretty sure they've probably talked about buying every single top player in the world already. And it's kind of, I don't know. We have to wait and see how PSG do this year. I mean, they spend a lot of money, tons of money on the players they have now. And they won the Champions League. They won it. They want to win it. And they're fighting for it. So we have to wait and see what they do this year before they start making big buys again. Like, let's see what you need. Let's see what which I don't think you need. I don't think PSG needs attacking players. I think they're doing well in midfield and attack. I think maybe they should look at some defenders because some of their defenders are getting old. So that's something to look into. But I think they're a dangerous team. They're a very dangerous team, and they mean business, as you see at the performance they had against Bayern. So I'm excited to see PSG play. And Bayern, this past couple of years, it's kind of you kind of see a different Bayern. I don't know. Ever since some of the players are getting older, and I think since I don't know. Just it's been kind of disappointing for Bayern for the past couple of years. You don't see the same Bayern. They don't have that same energy. They don't have that same computer connection that they always have that would make them successful. And that's something I think they really should work on. They really need to sit down and think, what do we need? What do we need to change? We have world-class players. We have great players. We have great managers. But what do we need to change to win the Champions League again? To be performing at the level where they should be? So I don't know. They seem like they've had some problems there. But in the German league, I think Dortmund's right there. Dortmund's doing great. Dortmund's a team that's challenging Bayern and everything that they're doing. So you always want to see that. You never want to see a league with just one team dominating, even though Bayern do usually dominate. But it's exciting to see Dortmund challenge him as well, So you always want to see those things. All right, let's get into some Premier League news. Let's start with Liverpool. Good players, good coach, exciting team, but there's not so much excitement going on right now. For some reason, there's an awkwardness within that team. There's something going on in that team that, I don't know, they really need to fix that because they're a team with a lot of potential. They're a team that could definitely win titles. But the way they're playing right now, after the summer, all the transfer news, all this rumors, all this and that, and they didn't get some of the players they wanted. It's really weird. It's really weird what's going on in Liverpool. And hopefully they'll fix it so they can get their stuff back together because they're tying games that they should be winning. They're not performing as well as they should be. Their star players, I think some of them are being disappointing. Not Coutinho. I think Coutinho is, which I think maybe everyone was thinking he would be the one that would be kind of disappointing. He's not. He's been performing great since he's been back. So he's still Coutinho. But I think they're going to lose him. If not this January, for sure this summer. Especially if they keep performing like this and this awkwardness keeps going on. They really need to address these problems and they need to fix it. Or they're not going to move any further. But yeah, hopefully they'll get it together. I think Man U's looking very strong. Man U is a great team. I think they have great energy. That's what they really have a lot of energy. I think there's a lot of energy behind that team. The fans believe it. The players believe it. The coach believes it. That's what you want to see. You want to see a team with that much excitement, that much force. They attack. They want to get goals. They want to win games. Every player wants to perform the best they can, and they have options on the bench. So it makes it even more exciting because no one wants to sit on the bench. So everyone wants to play the best they can. And I think Lukaku he's the perfect striker for that team. In the box, he's big, he's strong, he can finish in the box. He's a great striker for Man U, and that's why you see him doing well. And Martial is doing well. Rashford, all their players, really, they're performing really well. And Mourinho is behind his players and supporting them 200%. And that's what you want to see in the coach. So they're doing really well. Hats off to Man U. And Man City also. Man City is doing very well as well. They're a very strong team. Young players. A lot of energy as well. They all want to perform. They want to win. They're definitely top contenders in that league race. So they're a team to definitely look out for. They're going to get a lot of goals. They have goal scorers. They have very good players. So they're a very exciting team to watch. That's another team I'm excited to watch. And of course, Chelsea. They're defending the title. They won last year. Fantastic team. I think they've even gotten better this year, as you can see in Champions League. And so far in their results in this league. I mean, they're doing great. So they're very exciting to watch. I'm very excited to watch Chelsea as well. These are all Premier League. All these teams, they're so exciting to watch because all of them have a chance. They're all so good. And there's not only 2-3 teams dominating the league. It's 8 teams, 9 teams that has a chance to win the league. So it makes it so exciting to watch. And like I said, Chelsea is doing great, and another exciting team to watch. So, and let's see. And also, Arsenal is another great team to watch in the Premier League. I know they struggled last year to reach top four, but you can't count them out in the Premier League this year. They're a great team. They have great players. Honestly, my opinion about Arsenal, personally, I think they need a breath of fresh air. Meaning, they need a new coach. Wenger's a great guy, great coach. He's done well. He's had a lot of success for that club, and hats off to him. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. I think they need new energy. Wenger doesn't have the energy. He just simply does not have the energy. And the players, you can see it in the players, they don't have the energy. When the coach doesn't have that confidence and the energy to go, the players don't either. And I think the players just need a breath of fresh air. That's what they need. And I think they need a new coach, an exciting coach that pushes the players, makes them motivated again. Because with Arsenal, you see a team that's not motivated. And I think they're going to lose top players. I really think if they keep performing like this, they're going to lose top players. That's another thing to think about. So, hopefully they don't. Especially if you're an Arsenal fan, you don't want to see that. You definitely don't want to see Sanchez go. He's a great player. Sanchez is a world-class player. You don't want to see him go. So, but I mean, never know what happens. Let's see. In Tottenham's very exciting. Tottenham, for the past couple of years, has been very exciting. You cannot count them out. They have been, last year, the year before, they've been doing very well. Champions League, they're doing very well. They're dominating. And it's great. It's great for the Premier League. It's great for the English teams because now there's more teams coming up there. Now there's more teams. 5 teams in the Premier League dominating. They're playing very well. Except for Liverpool, of course. But I think they should be dominating. If they get their stuff together, they will be dominating. But that's the thing. I don't think they have it together yet. There's the awkwardness they need to get rid of. But I'm getting off my point. Tottenham is doing very well. Hats off to them as well. They're doing great. They're doing very good. And that's pretty much it for some news in the Premier League. And let's get into some news in La Liga. La Liga, Barcelona in first place. They're doing well, as they should be. They're a world-class team. They're one of the best teams in the world. As well as Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia. These are great teams as well. Great teams that can beat top teams. And La Liga is another exciting league to look out for. Barcelona is doing very well in the league, but they still have some problems they need to fix. They have some adjustments to make. They lost Dembele, which is a horrible loss, it's a big loss. Big money, huge money. They spent over 100 million on him. So you want the player to be there every game, to perform the best he can if you spend 100 million on a player. So it's a very disappointing loss for them. But somehow they're keeping it together. They're still winning games, and hopefully they can keep it together until he comes back. When he comes back, I think you're going to see a more exciting Barcelona. Paulinho's doing well. The new signings are doing well. So let's see what happens. Hopefully they'll stay on top. Atletico Madrid's doing great as well. They just moved into a new stadium. Very exciting. And against Chelsea was their first loss in their new stadium, which that's something they're probably disappointed about. But they put it on a great performance, and they should not be disappointed. And of course, you have Madrid in this league that's fighting, even though they have struggled for the past few games, in my opinion. And I don't think they're as strong as they should be. But I think it's typical for beginning of the season. This is still the beginning. You can't count any of these games as much right now, because after Christmas is really when you see the games, or the teams coming out, fighting, getting those crucial points to win the games and to, do their thing and win titles. So at the beginning, I just enjoy the football, enjoy the great matches, great excitement. But after Christmas is when I really buckle down and watch all the matches because I know those are crucial points. So yeah, we'll see. All exciting leagues. All these leagues are exciting. All these games are going to be exciting. All of them have top teams that are fighting for that spot. That are really fighting for that spot. And I couldn't tell you who's going to win these leagues because any of them could take it. They're all looking good. They're all looking exciting. They're all having a lot of fun with their football. They're all having a lot of fun with their new ways of playing, and it's good to see that. I want to see that. And I love watching Champions League, of course. And that's even more exciting to see. So, again, thank you all for tuning in to this first episode. And we will come back to you with more results, more news, more football talk, and more excitement. Thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe at FUTLIFE TV on YouTube. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook at FUTLIFE TV. And Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at FUTLIFE TV. And on Twitter at FUTLIFE TV1. Thank you all for coming on and enjoying this first show with me. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. I'll bring you more news, more results, and we'll have drawings and giveaways. So please stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.